If you're watching this video, I'll bet there's a good chance you might be thinking about buying, selling, or moving to Encinitas, California. Well, you came to the right spot, because in this video, we're going to tell you in our humble opinions where to live in Encinitas.
And if you stay until the end, we're going to share with you one of our favorite spots to live in Encinitas, California.
Hi everyone, it's John Elizabeth Finley coming to you from none other than sunny Encinitas. If you're interested in where to live in Encinitas, what to do in Encinitas, where the locals like to hang out, secret spots, best surf breaks, best places to eat, or just everything you need to know about living in Encinitas, then be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell below to get notified anytime we release a video of what it's like to live in Encinitas, California.
We love making these videos because we get so many people reaching out to us about moving to or relocating to Encinitas on a daily basis. So if you're one of those people interested in moving to or relocating to Encinitas, or you just want to know more about Encinitas, we'll leave our contact info in the description below.
You can call us, text us, email us, direct message on Facebook, Instagram, whatever's convenient for you. If you're looking to make the move, we help a lot of people buy and sell homes in Encinitas, and we'd be honored to help you too.
So where to live in Encinitas?
Encinitas is an amazing spot. It's this beautiful, small stretch of coastline in the north part of San Diego County. But at the same time, it's a small community, but there are a lot of different neighborhoods within that community. And so it depends if you like, if surfing is most important to you, or if you want to be in a golf course community.
Yeah. Or you like horseback riding, or you want your kids to live walking distance to the elementary school.
You want to be in a greenbelt community.
Right.
And there's a lot of little finger canyons that you can sit on.
Pools in your community. I mean, there's a lot of different things to consider.
Right.
So that, that's kind of probably the basis of where you start. And then behind that, you also have to figure out what you can afford, because as you get closer to the ocean, it's more expensive. So that you also get taken out of certain communities by price. There's
kind of this dividing line of the Interstate 5 freeway. We just call it the 5 freeway here. West of the 5 is coveted. It's what everyone kind of wants to be for the most part. And a lot of places with ocean views, but close to the beach. And then there's east of the 5. Different types of communities, but one of our favorite communities.
Lots of ocean views.
You still have views,
even east of 5.
Yep.
A lot.
One of our favorite communities is Village Park. It's where we raised our kids, and Village Park has
2 elementary schools. It has the junior high, and
one of 2 junior highs.
Right, and it has it's just meandering green belts throughout it, and pools and tennis courts, and I would say it's a very large suburban family neighborhood.
It's a tract home neighborhood.
Yeah.
There's been started in the late 70s, and so a lot of the homes are now being renovated and remodeled. But like she said with the greenbelt, it's got 4 miles of greenbelts that just meander through the neighborhood, and it's so cool. Walk your dogs on, play with the kids there. Tennis courts,
kids playing
swimming pools, right?
Games.
There's several different swimming pools in that neighborhood. The best is the diving board pool, which
that's
everyone
the pool that the kids
wants to go to. But it's a wonderful neighborhood to raise
paradise.
To raise families, right?
Yeah.
And it's not as expensive. It's east of the 5. It's not as expensive as living west of the 5. So it's more affordable for younger families. There are detached homes. There's twin homes. And some townhomes, but it's a really, really cool neighborhood.
And apartments, actually. There's apartments too.
And there are apartments too.
They even have a 7-Eleven.
Got a 7-Eleven. They've got a gas station.
For all the kids for 7-Eleven day.
And it's on it sits east of the El Camino Real corridor, so there's a lot of shopping and a lot of services there for you.
Right. So that's just a great starter, I think, for Encinitas. Great neighborhood, and like you said, a lot of the homes are flipping over, so it's becoming almost more custom neighborhood too, which is really neat. Another community would be Encinitas Ranch.
Yep.
And it's pricier. It's a little closer to the ocean.
This is west of El Camino Real, still east of the 5, but west of El Camino Real, so you're getting closer to the ocean. So you're paying higher prices.
It has a gorgeous golf course.
It's a golf course community.
To it. So, if you want to have golf course views, or you like to golf all the time, that's the place to go. It's
a cool golf course. It's a public course. Relatively speaking, it's inexpensive compared to some other courses in San Diego. And for people like me who like to hack it up, it's kind of wide open, so you can...
And it has ocean views.
Veer off the fairway and you're still going to be good. Beautiful ocean views there too. But it's a golf course community, and the homes are really nice, right?
Right. Yeah. They're
it's also another good family neighborhood. There's a lot of families who live in there.
Right, and I would say homes are at the very least 2,500 square feet.
Yep.
They go up past 4,000 square feet there.
No attached homes. It's all single family, detached homes.
And the next community would be Lucadia.
The community of Lucadia, and the saying for Lucadia is keep Lucadia funky. Lucadia is a funky town, and it's part of Encinitas, but it's kind of like its own little part.
It's got a hippie vibe a little bit. That's
Very
what it
hippie.
has to do with the
keep
fun.
Lucadia funky. Great surf breaks. It is on the coast. It is well, most of it is west of the 5. There is an area east of the 5, but it is west of the 5. Good restaurants.
Yeah. Good restaurant, kind of unincorporated properties with no sidewalks. But there's a whole neighborhood that's kind of it's west of the 5, but it's east of the railroad tracks, and it's kind of up on a hill, and there's all these custom homes throughout, meandering throughout, and it's definitely a coveted area.
But it's a very, very beachy part of Encinitas, and you do have apartments, you have townhomes, you have condos, you have single-family detached homes, so you've got everything down there, and it's really cool. It's just got such a cool vibe to it.
Including the homes right on the ocean.
You got to check it out, and you got to keep it funky. Right?
Yeah.
So the next one is downtown Encinitas, which is adjacent to Lucadia.
It's just south.
It's just south, and
it's still west of the 5.
Very west of the 5. It goes right to the ocean. So you've got Moonlight Beach there. It's one of the most popular beaches in Encinitas where a lot of people go. But you've got all of your services down there, right? You've got restaurants, you've got shopping, you have coffee houses, you have little microbreweries.
And they've got, tree-lined streets, and they've got several single-family homes right there in the blocks just behind the town, leading up to the ocean. And then they also have that's something that's newer is starting to have residential above some of the commercial buildings in the downtown Encinitas. So we're starting to see some of that, which is actually adding a kind of a cool live-in village feel. Yep,
they've got that at Pacific Station, which has condos, 1 and 2 bedroom condos. But again, that area has condos, apartments, townhomes, and single family detached homes. So you get a mix of everything. You get families, you get young people, you get older people. It's just a really cool vibe down there.
And some have ocean views and some don't.
In addition to that, you've got all the cool beaches. You've got Swami's, famous world-renowned Swami's, great surf break. The Self-Realization Fellowship Center, right? Yeah. I was down there, actually driving down there last night, and this will date this video, but it was Halloween, and all the businesses open along Highway 101 in Encinitas for Halloween, and all the kids were out there trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treating in the town.
It was really cool.
Safe trick-or-treating.
It was really cool.
Yeah. Well, and so I guess moving on from downtown Encinitas to the next community, which is Olivenhain, which is for the people who really like to have big sprawling ranches and horses. There's a lot of horse trails through Olivenhain. And Olivenhain is a community of Encinitas that's just north of Rancho Santa Fe and east of Encinitas proper. And it's really rural, and I think people get to have kind of country living out there.
They do. And Elizabeth and I argue about this, so we're probably going to have to look it up, but it's 5 to 8 miles east of the coast.
I can agree with that.
And like she said, horse properties, really cool trails. I do a lot of mountain biking out there, and it's so cool. So I'll go out there early in the morning and go mountain biking because there's some great trails out there. And it's just cool to see the people riding their horses. It's like they're walking their dog. They're just out there riding their horses. And it's a really cool property. So, right? Estate type properties.
Estate properties. It's a little hotter out there, so I will say that a little bit hotter. And elementary school, obviously, you have to drive too, or you could ride your horse too. I don't know.
Right. I mean, but for the people who like to be, it's a great thing for people who like to have a little bit more space.
Right.
Have a little bit, be out in the open a little bit, and kind of be out away from the hustle and bustle. Mm-hmm. It's amazing because in 2 minutes you can get to where you need to be, where all the services are. But when you're out on your property, you feel like you're somewhere way out
in the country,
way out in the back country, but you're not. You're just right there. So that's pretty cool. A really cool,
and it's more affordable than Rancho Santa Fe for the most part.
Absolutely.
So it's a nice choice to make if you can't quite afford Rancho too.
And the thing to know about Encinitas is there's anywhere in Encinitas. If you can live in Encinitas, doesn't matter where you are, it's great. There are so many great communities and great neighborhoods. And to just pick one or just to touch on, these that we touched on, there's some
Right.
other little pockets
So
that
many
are
others.
really amazing. And Encinitas has such a cool vibe about it. Just the people and the beach community and the families. It's just really cool. So it's hard to kind of pick one general area. But that does lead us to our tip of our favorite place to live in Encinitas. And this is a hard one based on what I just said. And thanks for staying to the end. This is your tip. So what we like is a place that we call
Upper Leucadia.
Upper Leucadia.
And so that is just east of the 5 in Leucadia. And what I really love about it is it's unincorporated area again, with no sidewalks, or there are some sidewalks in there, but it's got some beautiful custom homes in the area, and there is an elementary school nearby, and it actually offers Spanish immersion, which a lot of clients like to bring their kids to have dual language, which is pre-elementary. And it's on a hillside, so you still get some ocean views, and there's just a nice vibe in that neighborhood. Yeah,
it's just got a gradual slope going from the 5 freeway east. It's got a gradual slope, so as you get a little higher up, you start to get some ocean views. But the cool thing is, a lot of custom homes, they're being redone. Some of them are really cool as is. You get some large lots. So you can do granny flats, or what we're calling ADUs now. You can do those, and the city of Encinitas is very favorable to that.
Right, or big resort-like backyards, which we've seen there.
Right, so pools and all that stuff. So Upper Leucadia, reach out to us. We'd love to show you that area and tell you more about it. But that brings us to the end. Thanks for staying to the end. We love to help people buy and sell and relocate and move to Encinitas. It's our passion. We raised our kids here. We have such intimate knowledge and detail about the entire community of Encinitas and all the different communities, and we love to share it with you guys. So if you're thinking about moving to Encinitas, if you're thinking about relocating, if you have questions about Encinitas, anything related, we're happy to share it with you, and we'd love an opportunity just to share what we love about Encinitas with you.
Looking forward to chatting with you soon.